Good morning, seekers of self-knowledge. This is Fernanda from the Som channel speaking. Today I'm going to do the monthly reading for the sign of Virgo for the month of May. I'm not sure if I've mentioned or explained this before, but the channel name Som means I am in Latin. So I am what I want to be. I am what I seek to become. So all of us are, and we can improve our lives, right? Our daily lives with the guidance, of course, of the tarot. Tarot is a tool for self-knowledge, so it helps us to get to know ourselves and also to improve our actions. This reading I'm going to do is a simple one because that's the intention of the channel, so to bring everyday readings, simple actions where we can with the advice for the month, which I think is most important. Change our attitudes, change certain behaviors, and gradually improve our journey day by day, right? So let's get started and I'll explain as we go. Now here I'm going to draw a major arcana card for the sign of Virgo for the people who are here. This channel, okay guys, is only for the sun sign, only for those who were actually born under the sun in Virgo, so that we can have a more focused energy for those of us born under the Virgo sun, regardless of any other sign. So let's see which major arcana will rule this month for the sign, the month of May, for the sign of Virgo. The major arcana, I'll leave it here. Look, if there's any noise, don't mind it because I'm recording in my backyard, okay? I still don't have a proper space, and that's okay too, because the intention is to share knowledge, right? The place we improve as we go, to bring the message, and the location we refine as time goes on, okay? I don't do private readings, and as soon as I have a certain number of subscribers, of course, I'll do 2 free readings. Free? I'm not really fond of that word, 2 readings that will be raffled off to those who subscribe to the channel. A reading for one specific question. The person who is chosen can ask me their question, and I'll deliver the answer to them privately. So let's take a look at the areas of our lives. What are the areas of our lives? It's our daily life. Work, relationships, health, let's go. How will it be for the sign of Virgo here on this channel, Tarot, for work in the month of May? Relationships, month of May. Health, month of May. Social life, home life. What is the advice they need to focus on this month? How will finances be month of May for Virgo? Oh, how beautiful. Which arcana will rule your month? The sun. The sun brings expansion. The sun brings joy. The sun brings communication. The sun, the card itself says it, right? It is the sun. This is your month to express yourselves, your month to speak up, your month to seek out opportunities. This card is very beautiful. Now let's see. For work, the sun and 2 of Pentacles for those who are employed. The sun speaks of a person at work. Here we're talking about the work area, okay? Of a very open person, a very communicative person, someone. Sometimes we need to be a bit careful with this card because the sun can sometimes be a little invasive, right? Wherever it is, it shines. It's someone who is very noticeable at work, right? Everyone sees them, a person who speaks up, so sometimes in some way we might end up being a bit invasive toward others. But the sun for work is excellent. It speaks of growth, of promotion, of achievements. However, For those who are working and seeking a promotion or want a promotion, there's the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is a card that speaks of a certain balance of knowing how to juggle things, of being able to handle things in a subtle way, because maybe things won't go exactly as you want this month, since this card, the Two of Pentacles, is a karmic card, you know, and it indicates some kind of obstacle. This obstacle will pass, it can be overcome, but it won't happen on our timeline. It's saying that it's like, just wait a little bit now, because soon things will work themselves out. So if this month you feel like you're really chasing a promotion, or you want a lot of things, you want to expand, you want to make sales, if you have your own business, it's telling you to maintain a certain balance, to know how to be a bit flexible, because it's not going to happen right now. Things aren't going to happen just yet, but they will. Got it? After the Two comes the Three of Pentacles, which is the card of help. There's always someone who comes to help you. And here it also talks and a lot about a certain flexibility that you need to have at work for those who are employed. Because as I've already said, the sun is that, that beautiful big sun that exposes, that speaks out. Sometimes it even talks too much, and it can be a bit invasive in the workplace. So here it calls for some tact, a certain flexibility at work. Okay? For those who are not working. Are there opportunities? There are, but maybe it still won't be this month. Again, the Two of Pentacles is a karmic arcana that speaks of a certain obstacle. Why? Because it's still not the time. Oh, it's not your turn yet. It's not the month. It's not the moment, but soon it will be. These obstacles that the Two of Pentacles refers to, since it's a karmic card, it says, wait a little. Wait a little, because now is not the time. Maybe this isn't the moment, but it doesn't rule out the next opportunity. Do you understand? Because after the Two, as I said, there's the possibility, actually, it will be the Three of Pentacles, which is the card of help, okay? So for those who are unemployed, hang in there a little longer, because the Sun card speaks of new opportunities opening up, right? Your path is open, the opportunity will come. But be a bit flexible, have a little patience, because maybe it won't be this month, but it's coming. Your job is coming, okay? For those who are in a relationship, oh, how beautiful. For those who are in a relationship, whether it's for you or for your partner, I'm going to say it's you, Virgo, because we're doing a reading for you. The Sun represents, a person who is open, someone who loves, someone who shows themselves to the other, who does everything for the other person. Be careful again, because the Sun can also be invasive at times. But together with this Queen of Wands, I don't think it's an obstacle. No, because the Queen of Wands is the best queen in the tarot. She represents someone empathetic, someone caring, someone who nurtures, someone who welcomes, whether that's you or your partner, a very good relationship, a very healthy relationship. Just be careful sometimes not to be a little invasive toward the other person. But I don't see any obstacles here in May for you Virgos, no. For those who are single, great news, right? Because will someone show up for those who are single? Yes, someone will show up, someone very attractive. By the way, whether it's a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. Someone dazzling, right? Because I'm talking about a beautiful person, someone who stands out. And with this Queen of Wands, an honest person, a friendly person, someone who cares about others, someone who isn't coming into your life to play games or to bring you pain. The Queen of Wands here is just the archetype, okay? Whether it's a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. She is the warm queen, right? She's the queen who brings that emotion of love, of feeling. So may for you, Virgo, in this month of May, if you're single, great news. A wonderful person is going to show up for you, okay? Health. Health is great, perfect. Of course, with the sun here as the arcana, we're really talking about the sun itself. Sometimes you need to be careful with the sun. Sometimes you expose yourself too much to the sun. It's a month when you'll be radiant, full of health to spare. The Knight of Wands is the one who takes action, who makes things happen, who goes there and solves what needs to be solved. Also be careful not to overexpose yourself because the Knight of Wands indicates a lot of movement, and sometimes too much exposure and too much activity can lead to some kind of minor accident like a fall or something like that. But the most important thing here is that your health is excellent, excellent, Virgo. Okay? And be careful with the sun. All right? Let's make sure to protect ourselves from the sun. Okay? Now let's look at your social life. Social life. What is social life? It's the places we go, our friends, society. Here there's already a certain caution for the following reason. Remember when I said that the sun represents someone who exposes themselves too much? It's someone who talks too much, who exposes themselves too much. Sometimes this person can even be invasive. Now, with this Five of Swords, what does it indicate? A certain humiliation. For me, the Five of Swords has always been and will always be a card that speaks of vain glory. Be careful with what you say, be careful with what you reveal, because this vain glory, sometimes I speak, I communicate, but it ends up bringing a certain humiliation to me, okay? So be very careful this month with your social life, with your social media, with the places you go. You understand, so that you don't expose too much of what you say, so that maybe you don't reveal too much about someone else's life or your own, because that could end up bringing some kind of humiliation to you, Virgo. Okay? Let's take a look at your home life. Oh, how beautiful. Home life. Home life is our life inside the house. Whether you're married with your children, or you live with your parents, or you live with your siblings, it doesn't matter. We're talking about the person who is the sun in the home. Of course, that's the person who, again, it might sound like I'm repeating myself, but that's what the sun is. Someone who is communicative, someone who expresses what they think at home, someone who makes the house a happy place. And this month, it seems that some kind of help will arrive at home, whatever form it takes. You'll experience the month of May, and then you'll see what it refers to. The Three of Pentacles always brings some kind of help within the home. Let's suppose, oh, I want to paint my house this month. Someone will come along to help you do that. Someone, a painter, because it always says the Three of Pentacles is always qualified help for what we want. Oh, I want to add a room. Someone will show up to help you, a builder, so you can change this residence. We're talking about domestic life, so there's a lot of that. Here it looks like you'll be getting some help. This month of May 2025, Virgo, someone will help you with something you want to improve at home, because the sun also speaks of improvements within the home. So this month, count on someone's help. Let's go. Advice. The advice. What is advice from the sun? Advice, just the sun card by itself, asks you to put yourself out there, to speak up, to show yourself to the world. But the Nine of Cups always calls for a bit of caution with that. The Nine of Cups is the card that speaks of satisfaction, of well-being, that says I am content, right? So speak, communicate, open up, but only to things that bring you satisfaction, only to things that bring you that joy. The Nine of Cups is very much about that, right? I'm sitting here, I'm happy. Yeah, the advice is for you to talk, to open up with people or with colleagues, however it may be, because the sun is about that. It's about expression. The sun is the expression of life, right? The sun, it brings light. Bring light to people. Say good things, say things that bring joy to the heart, that bring satisfaction, not things that could bring you some kind of humiliation or that might make you want to boast about something, or this just came to me now in your social life. It might not necessarily be you, but it could be someone in your social circle, your friends, your family, someone who says or communicates something that brings up this card, which really speaks to a certain kind of humiliation, right? I boast about something that I'm really not, or I say something about someone that isn't actually true, okay? So that's the advice, for you to express yourself more wisely, to express yourself in a way that brings you satisfaction and joy in your heart. All right? Shall we take a look at money? Eight of Wands. The Sun card, it speaks of financial growth, right? Money coming in, even a good amount of money, let's put it that way. But the Eight of Wands, it talks about what kind of card is it? Do you see that there are 8 sticks? It's a card of speed. So is there money coming in here? There is, but there's money going out as well. So sometimes you just need to pay attention to that, but you won't run out of money. It's a very good month for you, Virgo, but the Eight of Wands really points to that. Things happen quickly, right? Money comes in and goes out, in and out, lots of movement. It could also be because the Eight of Wands often refers to unexpected things, not just money, but unexpected events, things that happen that I wasn't anticipating. Eight of Wands. Could it be that since we're talking about money, some unexpected money comes in, and actually a good amount of money? Yes, yes. The Eight of Wands is a card that when it appears in readings, it changes something in our lives. All eights are karmic. So here, a situation that might be bad could unexpectedly get better, because it always comes to improve our lives. So for money, it's also excellent. Just be careful, maybe with money coming in and going out, in and out, but something is going to happen. Some unexpected money will show up for you, Virgo. So that's it. That's the month of May for you. It's a very good month. It just asks for a bit of flexibility at work, right? Maybe don't expose your ideas too much or be a bit invasive. Know how to keep things balanced. Be careful with social media. Don't share too much or reveal too much of what you think, because this card, the Five of Swords, as I said, could mean someone stealing one of your ideas or someone saying something. It could even be you, so you'll have to adapt. Okay? But overall, it's a very good month for you, Virgo. I hope I was able to help. I don't do private readings, but once I have a larger number of subscribers, I plan to do 2 private readings for each zodiac sign. I'll do a drawing among the signs, of course, only those who are subscribed to the channel to offer private readings. It will be one clear, direct question that I'll answer. I'll draw lots and respond privately and individually to each person. And so is this month of May. So following the advice, which is the most important thing, when I started studying tarot, my teacher always used to say, the querent doesn't follow advice. That's why life doesn't get any easier to improve. Follow the advice. Do things that bring you personal satisfaction. Only talk about things that bring you joy and personal fulfillment, so that June will be better than May. And little by little we build it, because that's how it is. It's a process. There's no magic. There's nothing like. You click and it just happens. We are the ones building our day-to-day lives. We are the ones building our own journey. Gratitude. I honor my spirituality. I honor my channel. And I honor each one of you from the sign of Virgo.